Hello and welcome to Galaxy News. My name is Nanwaringi Mazaka. I will begin with the headlines. The Federal High Court announces its 2024 Christmas vacation and roster for vacation judges. The Nigeria Customs Service announces its revenue collection hit 5.7 trillion naira in revenue as of 12 November 2024. On the foreign scene, President Joe Biden hosts President-elect Donald Trump at the White House for a meeting designed to demonstrate a smooth transition. Details of these and more will come to you shortly. Do stay with us. Now the news in full. The Federal High Court announced its 2024 Christmas vacation and roster for vacation judges. According to a circular signed by the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Nigeria, the court will commence its Christmas vacation for the year 2024 from Monday 16 December 2024 to Monday 6 January 2025. This is pursuant to the provisions of Order 46 Rule 4 Subsection C of the Federal High Court Civil Procedure Rules 2019 as amended. The court resumed sitting on Tuesday, the 7th of January 2025 in all judicial divisions. During the vacation period, the core judicial divisions, Abuja, Lagos and Port Harcourt judicial divisions will as usual remain functional and open to the litigating public throughout the vacation. According to the statement, only matters relating to enforcement of fundamental rights, arrest or release of vessels and matters that concern their national interests shall be entertained by the vacation judges. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, however, approved the following honorable judges to serve as vacation judges: Abuja Judicial Division, which has Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite and Honorable Justice M.S.M. Liman. Under Lagos Judicial Division, Honorable Justice Akintayo Aluko and Honorable Isaac Dipolu. Port Harcourt Judicial Division, we have Justice P.M. Ayua and Honorable Justice A.J. Mohammed. The federal government has suspended 13 students of the Federal Government College in Enugu State for 6 weeks for alleged bullying in the school. This is contained in a statement in Abuja on Wednesday by the Director of Press and Public Relations in the ministry. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Lausa, ordered the suspension of the student based on a viral video showing some students of the school engaging in acts of bullying. Lausa reaffirmed the ministry's unwavering commitment to maintaining a safe and conducive learning environment in all federal schools across the country. According to him, a recent report received by the Federal Ministry of Education highlights the bullying incidents at the FGC Enugu, which raised significant concerns about safety and discipline within the school environment. According to the minister, the incident involved the gang assault of an SS1 student by a group of students on November 7, adding that the incident came to light showing the circulation of a disturbing video on social media platforms. Federal government has disclosed that it has received over $30 billion from foreign direct investors since the inception of the Renew Hope administration. President Bola Tinubu made the disclosure while declaring open the 2024 Comptroller General's Conference. Correspondent Kulojo completes the story.
Speaking on the theme of the conference, Nigerian Customs Service engaging traditional and new partners with purpose, President Bola Tinubu said his administration implemented strategic policy adjustments to strengthen the country's economy that are crucial towards building a more transparent and sustainable economic framework. Tinubu was represented by the National Security Advisor, Nuru Ribadu, said this achievement demonstrates that policies initiated by his government are yielding positive results, making Nigeria increasingly attractive to both domestic and international investors.
The confidence bestowed on our economy is reflected, and that is the truth, in the significant surge in foreign direct investments. In less than 2 years in office, my administration has received over $30 billion in commitments from foreign investors. $30 billion. This achievement demonstrates that our policies yield positive results, making Nigeria increasingly attractive for domestic and international investors.
The Controller General, Nigerian Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, disclosed that the Nigerian Customs Service has collected 5.7 trillion naira in revenue as of Tuesday, 12th November 2024. Adeniyi expressed optimism about the service capacity to achieve more for the economy, saying the strategic engagements have yielded remarkable results across core statutory responsibilities. In their separate remarks, the chairman, Senate Committee on Customs, and his counterpart from the House Committee on Customs advised the Nigerian Customs Service to strengthen necessary ties with foreign investors in order to boost the country's economy. As of the time of this report, dignitaries at the event are now at the executive session. From Abuja, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.
The academic staff union universities had recently raised an alarm accusing the World Bank and its International Monetary Fund counterpart in trying to destroy and bury the public tertiary education in Nigeria. We have Professor Adebi Abusede, who is a professor of Business and Finance OU, who will be joining us via Zoom. Thank you so much for joining us at this time.
Good evening. How are you?
All right, thank you for joining us, as I said earlier. And speaking on the issue on ground, the ASU have alleged that IMF and World Bank are trying to sabotage the education system in Nigeria. Do you agree with this assertion?
Well, you see, the assertion is even beyond sabotaging. The IMF and the World Bank are trying to kill education in this country. And that is why it's fighting tooth and nail for quite a long now that education in Nigeria is still a social good, not economic good. And what IMF and World Bank are proposing is to make education an economic good in which you now have to price it appropriately. And let us come to the reality on ground. How many people can send their children to tertiary institutions with the economy is even now? And that is why ASU is making all efforts to let government see that, you see, our education, we should plan it from within. We should limit the external interference in how we even run our educational system, because we need to build the human capacity that would make the growth and development of the country possible. You know, the white people, the foreigners will not come and develop our country for us. We are the ones who can develop our country. So I agree with what ASU is saying.
I think is the reason why the IMF and World Bank would want public universities in Nigeria not to function.
Yes, You see, the way it is, it will not function because people will not have the means to send their works to university. So don't forget, even with the tax bill that the federal government is taking to the assembly, what is coming to test fund, what will be coming to NEL fund will reduce. And on that basis, even the loan that that government promised to be given to the students may not be adequate if we go the way IMF and the World Bank wants us to go. You know, that even this matter has been on for quite a while now. You remember the crisis in Unilag during the time of their chairman of council, one barrister. You know, that was where the issue started because they wanted the university to be charging economic rate in an economy that people are not even able to feed, talk less of not sending children to school.
All right, do you think these allegations might be due to frustration of failed agreements between the federal government and ASUU?
The federal government has been failing in going by the terms of the agreement since 2009. So one is not surprising. Government is now trying to play another game with this IMF and World Bank, because what is important and what people should know is that we should have even gone past 2009 agreement. We should be talking about new agreements that will make the educational system to function very well. And that's the beauty of ASUU. ASUU is not only fighting for the welfare of their members, they're also fighting for the welfare of society, so that people can send their works to school at a very minimal cost possible. And then at the end of the day, all of us will be living well. You see, it does not make any sense. People can argue that, okay, even if they go to school, where is the work they will do? If you have a first degree, you can sell Coca-Cola better than somebody who has never gone to school.
All right. So, in your opinion, what must the government do to save Nigerian universities?
Right. You see, government should be very responsible by funding the university. Government should be responsible by allowing the university autonomy to operate. Government should be responsible by not interfering unnecessarily. You see, government is holding the universities, the federal government is holding the federal universities in trust for the people of Nigeria, just as the governors of states are holding the universities in their states in trust for the people. So they should do everything that will make those universities to function well, such that even the lecturers will have a lot more time to carry out their research instead of doing things that will increase the IGR of the university. That's why you find lecturers, apart from teaching the full-time students, you have to teach the part-time students. They have to come up with all kinds of programs. They announce to all kinds of ventures and things like that. If the school is well funded, what the university should be doing is coming out with those things that will help the society, that will solve problems in the society. But when they will spend all their time teaching, how will they have time to do quality research? Because one government is not funding them well.
All right, thank you so much for joining us at this time. We really appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right, and that was Professor Adebiyi Abosede, the Professor of Business and Finance, OOU. Now moving on to other stories. The Controller of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Edo State Command, Martins Moye, has raised alarm over the rising number of irregular migrants entering Nigeria. Speaking at the 2024 Nigerian Immigration Service NIS Enlightenment Campaign against irregular migration in Benin City, Edo State, themed "Say No to Migrant Smuggling," Moye emphasized the urgency of the campaign given the increasing numbers of irregular migrants. During the sensitization program, which took NIS officers to the palace of the Enoge Duke of Ayan as well as market motor parks on Main Street, Moi underscored the need for public awareness to curb irregular migration. Assistant Controller of Migration David Amanahu, a facilitator from his headquarters in Abuja, highlighted Edo State's historical role in irregular migration. He shared, however, that due to recent efforts by the Edo State Command, the state has improved in the national ranking on irregular migration. You're still on to Galaxy News. We'll quickly take a break and when we return, the news continues. To stay with us. We're glad to have you back. Now, for more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect to us on our X handle at GalaxyTV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTVNews. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Remember to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at GalaxyTV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comment, as you can easily scan our IG QR code. Two soldiers were killed in the early hours of Wednesday when troops of the Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Udoka were attacked by gunmen at a checkpoint on the border between Abia and Imo State. A statement signed by the Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Unuko on behalf of the Joint Task Force said that the troops that came on the attack were deployed in a checkpoint along Umaya Owe Road in Umaya South local government area of Abia State. He added that two soldiers paid the supreme price in the ensuing firefight. He blamed the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its armed affiliate, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, for the attack without giving details. Giving account of the deadly encounter, the task force spokesperson said that the gallant troops were able to repel the attack, forcing the irredents to withdraw in disarray and with gunshot wounds. He also said that the fleeing gunmen abandoned one Sienna and one Lexus Jeep vehicles that were used for the attack. The Kaduna State Police Command said it has arrested 5 kidnappers, 1 spiritualist, 1 notorious car thief, and recovered a stolen Toyota Hilux vehicle, another exhibit. The police public relations officer, ASP Mansur Hassan, in a statement said operatives from the anti-kidnapping executed a targeted operation in Kudun village, which led to the arrest of Umar Haruna, Shaibu Umar, and Hairatu Muntari, also known as Talatu of Kudun village. Mansur said the primary target of the operation was Umar Haruna and the suspected gang leader, who remains at large. Investigations revealed that Shaibu Umar was allegedly invited to participate in a future operation that the suspects were planning. During interrogation, the suspects confessed to their roles in a series of kidnappings. They even disclosed their intentions to kidnap a resident of Maraban, Yakwada. In addition to the arrest, the operatives apprehended a third suspect, Abubakar, who served as the gang's cattle bearer. They recovered 8 cows, 7 cows, and 8 sheep connected to the gang activities. Detectives from the Saminaka Police Division launched an investigation following the payment of 2 million naira as ransom for a 3-year-old girl. The governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has announced the dissolution of all boards, executives, agencies, and parastatals in the state with immediate effect. Governor Okpebholo also sacked all political appointees, just as he directed that all permanent secretaries appointed from outside the state public civil service to vacate their positions immediately. These decisions were contained in a press statement issued on Wednesday by the governor's chief press secretary, Fred Itwa in Benin City. All affected appointees are to hand over all government properties in their possession to the most senior public officer in their respective ministries, departments and agencies. Meanwhile, residents of Auchi in Edo State have called on the newly sworn-in governor of the state, Monday Pubolo, to, as a matter of urgency, declare a state of emergency on deployable roads, as well as finding solution to the security challenges in the state. The residents made this known while speaking with our correspondent on the expectations from the newly sworn-in governor as he assumes office. According to them, the deplorable Auchi-Benin road has been in a sorry state, while the security challenges should be his first priority as he assumes office.
Needs to carry out a state of emergency on these roads. I'm saying this because of the very gory state of roads, especially between the Auchi Benin axis. It's terrible. We also need to look at security. Security is a very vital aspect. With incessant killings in Benin, this ongoing court wars must stop.
We are believing and having the faith that's going to improve the standard of our education, and we also have the belief that we're going to employ more teachers in both in our public schools, and of course, as in private sector, we also manage that it's going to give us grants, give us money so that we can access the loan to also improve our schools in the private sectors.
Wow, my expectation is to see a very good roads that leads from Auchi to Benin, because we are really suffering. The roads are not good. We are having a lot of damages when we are traveling to Benin, and sometimes we spend 3 days on the way. What I'm expecting from the coming governor is to look at how the former governor, our Senate, Governor Oshomole, Senator Oshomole did when he was in the governor.
Now we'll move over to the foreign desk for more news. Hello and welcome to the foreign news. President Joe Biden hosts President-elect Donald Trump at the White House today, Wednesday, for a meeting designed to demonstrate a smooth transition between administrations, despite Trump's team not yet having signed documents to start the handover process. Biden, who initially ran against Trump in the 2024 election, before stepping aside and endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee, will become the former and future president into the Oval Office, a traditional courtesy by outgoing President Trump. A Republican did not extend to Biden in 2020 when he won. Biden and Trump have sharply criticized each other for years, and their respective teams hold vastly different positions on policies, from climate change to Russia to trade. Biden, 81 years, has portrayed Trump as a threat to democracy, while Trump, who is 78, has portrayed Biden as incompetent. Trump made false claims of widespread fraud in the 2020 election. Trump's trip to Washington is expected to include a meeting with Republican lawmakers and House of Representatives Speaker Mike Johnson in the morning before the current and future presidents meet at 11 a.m. Although Biden intends to use the meeting to show continuity, the transition itself is partially stalled. And that's all we have on Galaxy News. Thank you so much for being a part of the news. My name is Denwarangi Masaka. Do join us by 9 p.m. for more news. Goodbye.